Hear me now? I'm back. Yay! Right, cool. Let's rock and roll. So bang your questions in quickly. There's lots of you on here. Loads today. So we could run over the hour, but so be it. Let's get cracking. Good, loud and clear. Thank you, Tim. So Rashid, you found it. Good. Jennifer, you found it. Good. Excellent. Trish, welcome. Guest for today found it. Good. Who else couldn't find it? Christine. Okay. I'm going to start with Christine today. Good. Here, look at this. This is a nice little payment. How do I better cover the name, cover the booking ID. I don't know if you can see that. Nice little £2,495.70. Wake up this morning. It's paid. Thank you. That's a 6-night booking in December. I think it is December. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tony. Okay, so let's get to Christine. Right, so Christine sent me a text. Okay. Awesome deal, by the way, Christine. Well done. It looks brilliant. It's a nice modern apartment. Excellent stuff. So I think Vincenzo. Is Vincenzo on today? He's busy. He may click in. Okay. I'll get to that question in a minute, Tim. Okay, good afternoon. Finally, progress is here. Let's see photos to separate the terrace between the two flats. Let's have a look. Okay, that's great. That's a good separation. They've done a good job. Well done, Christine, for negotiating that, by the way. Okay. So just some temporary planters. I can put something like yeah, definitely, Christine. You can add your own touch to that. Just get some money flowing in first before you start spending. The other flat is empty. Okay. So you're saying the other flat next door is empty, and if things go well with this, a couple of months down the line, I may consider taking on the other flat if still available. Why wait? If you've done your due diligence, and I know you have, why would you wait? Take both on. I have an investor sitting here, basically, in my hand, waiting for deals like this. Considering furniture finance, that's the only way forward at the moment for me. Okay, that's not a problem. You can speak to the guys speak to James Quinn. They offer that, but then there's other private finances you can get, and it's normally over 3 years. So it's payable per month. The final payment, you own it. Okay. Contract starting next week. Nervous, but I can't wait. Do you know what? I love it when people say they're nervous because it means you care. If I said you were nervous again, no, don't care really. That's usually what you say after I'm nervous. So what do I do before then? And what do you think of progress so far? Okay. Awesome progress. Well done. And you've got a deal. This deal has been a long time coming. However, Christine, like I said a month ago, you never give up. You are the most resilient person, one of the most resilient people that I know on this planet. And trust me, that's a compliment. And you've done extremely well. From what you've had in the history and with property and that type of thing, it's so good to see. Heartwarming almost. So well done. So if you need an investor, Christine, I have one ready to go on that second flat. They will put the money in. You just basically go 50-50. You will run it with their help. They have experience in SA, so let me know. By the way, this person I'm recommending is not just somebody off the back of the cuff. Somebody I've mentored for a long time. Is my cousin, Sarah. And she has furniture too, actually, from one of her old flats that she gave back. She has furniture already that would actually furnish that property, Christine, the second one. So why not give it a go? I would. Let me just have a look at this photo. Okay, property looks good. Fantastic. Nice new building. Nice terrace. You need to get some outdoor furniture on there. Let me have another look at the photo. Yeah, so that separation that they've done there, Christine, if that is that separation the other flat that we're talking about, the one that's empty at the moment next door? I'm assuming it is, because if that's the case, then bang, you can do what you want between the two. So Vincenzo's sending me a load of text messages right here, right now. Okay. Hopefully that's not coming through. Bing, bing. Okay, so Christine, if you want to do that, all the furniture that Sarah has is actually Fusion furniture. And she has an eye for detail. So if you want to, what I'll do now, Christine, is I'll actually, there's no pressure to do it. I'm just getting this done when I get it done. So what I'll do here is I'll add in, I will send you Sarah's details. Christine, just excuse me while I look at my phone. I'm not being rude like you do in restaurants. Christine, there we go. So I will share your contact. Is that okay if I share your contact, Christine, with Sarah? I know it's okay if I share Sarah's with you. Sarah. There we go. Is that end 131? That's the right one, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, it is. I want I can tell. Fantastic. We've got a solution for two people here. Awesome. Well done. Okay, so who am I sending this to? Christine. Christine. There we go. So I've just shared that to Christine. Now I'll share yours, Christine, Sarah, because I know that people don't like to answer phone calls from people that they don't know. Oh my Lord, how good am I at technology? Good. Okay, now you both have each other's contacts. Well done. And you know what? There's a second deal. You're going to have two deals this week. Go and get the deal done. Bring the bacon home, as they say. No excuses, please. Just tell me next week we want to celebrate that deal. The second deal, Christine. So, bang, from nothing to 1 to 2 in a week. See how quickly this can change. Ray's in the house. Hello, Ray. Ray, well done. Ray's hit 30K in like a month, I think it is. Awesome, buddy. Well done. Stuart and Emily, third deal wrapped up. All done? Good. B's back. Tim, how's it going? Good. Okay, just going to go. Right, let's go through some of the questions. Those are questions now. Okay. What age do you start charging for kids? Interesting question. It depends, really. The way that we work here, and it's not set in stone because we don't want to piss a family off for the sake of, 49 quid a night for a child. So we're kind of lenient, although we do put the charge in for anyone who's going to basically cost us money. So most people will say, look, my child's 1 year old, they're going to sleep we're going to bring our own cot or whatever it is, travel cot, or they say they're going to sleep in the bed with me. And if there's 4 people, say in our 8 bed property or the property that sleeps 8, if we have 4 or 5 or 6 people coming to stay and they say we're also going to have 2 children, but they're going to stay in our bed, if they're going to try and save money like that, we would prefer to improve the experience that they have, get a better review and say, look, your 2 kids, there's a couple of single beds in the same room. If you're happy for them to sleep in there, by all means, on us, no problem. So Tim, mate, you got tons of properties. You can make a lot of money by charging more for kids. And I would tend to make it that if they're going to sleep in a bed, they're going to sleep in the bed. So think to yourself, you've got kids, 4 or 5 now, I think. Think to yourself, right, what age do kids need to sleep in their own bed? So, as in not in a cot. I think mine were quite young, but I think that's just what I do. I just launched them into it. So if you think anything above 2 years old, they're going to have to sleep in. They can sleep in their own bed or something like that. They might have to bring their own guards, or they might not. They might puff it up with pillows. Any parents know this and how it's done. We do provide travel cots as well, but we never provide linen because of all the safety and that type of stuff, and germs, and and all the fire safety and things that come with kids. So we always stipulate you must provide your own bed linen, and it just saves them, if they're traveling, saves them bringing the travel cot. Personally, we don't charge for the travel cot. You can charge a tenner if you want, but hey, I'm echoing, am I? Wait 1 second. Okay, there we go. How does that? Is that better? Quack. Ducks don't echo, apparently. Is that better, Jennifer? I think so. Okay, good. I think it's because I had my sound up. No, the sound of radio, turn the sound down. So does that answer your question on the kids thing there? Tim, sorry. It was Tim. Okay. Am I still echoing? Does everyone think I'm echoing? Oh, bugger. Right, I'm not sure how to fix this. Okay, let's turn this right down. Has that fixed it in any way? Okay, not everyone's echoing. Good. Okay, I fixed it. Good. Thank you. Okay, so it was only Jennifer who had the echo. It's fine. Okay, thank you. I'm getting no's and yeses. I don't know what you mean. Thank you. Okay. Jennifer, you need one less ear. Ray, that's cool for me, mate. Yeah, cool for me. Good man. Okay. Ray, you had some other deals that you were giving out. They're still available. Please, if you can let me know that. Okay, let's just get this question over and done with. So, just a quick question from somebody who's thinking about. Vincenzo sent me like 15 miles. You must have a deal. Who sent me? So these are Vincenzo. Hello, you're here. I'm going to read your messages in a second. So who got value out of actually coming to our course? Do you think you need the whole day to spend with us to get everything you need to be able to go out and do SA? Or would you think that perhaps if I sat down with you and I did a couple of sessions of 2-hour sessions on Skype, would that help? Okay, everyone's saying yes, need the course, yes, need the course. Okay, so this is people who've experienced it. Good. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that's my feeling. Now, when you come to the course, because you're traveling and down where you are is not the furthest we've had people. We've actually had people come from the Netherlands to come and visit us on our course. We've had people come from Dubai and all over the world, in fact, to come and visit for our course. Obviously, they didn't specifically come here to do the course. They did other things, but that was mostly part and parcel of what they did. Course, definitely, that's from Stuart. Stuart's now got 3 deals within, I don't know, what is it, 6 weeks? Well done. Good. Ciao, Vincenzo. Personally, 100%, I would agree that you need to do the course. It is an intense course. That's why we do it in 1 day. To do it in 2 days is just, to me, that's an overkill. I've been to 2-day SA courses. They get there, they get you bloody talking to other people, networking. Yes, I'm not there to network. I'm there to learn. You start by about 10:30. Then you have an hour for lunch. You have morning break after. Oh, fuck, mate, what am I here for? Am I here to sample bloody food, or am I here to learn something? You then finish at 5:30, 6 o'clock. They then get you to go out for dinner. Why do they do this? Because they want the 2 days to nurture you, to get you to do the mentoring. Mm-hmm. And then at night, they get you talking. They bring other people. They get you talking to them. Oh, yeah, you've got to do the mentoring. I'm on commission. All that shit. And there's a whole process of why you do 2 days. We don't need to do that because obviously we all of you here have been basically handpicked by us because this is why you're doing so well. So yeah, and the one day it is tough going. It starts at 9, it finishes at 6. That means if you live a long way away, you got to get there, you've got to stay the night before, and if you don't want to go back that night, you've got to travel that night. I will tell you that if there is a case where you need to get back, if you left at 3:30, 4 o'clock, you could get away with that, and I could share the rest with you, no problem, on a video or a Skype. So that's where I'd go on that. But I really think you need to do the course. Anyway, good. So hopefully that covers that. Vincenzo, let me read your messages. Okay, so Jennifer, you want to come on a refresher? The next course is coming up soon. Get in quick because we're going to be booked out. What am I looking for? Here, internet. Okay, so let's go into the book page. It is the 24th of November. For anyone doing a refresher, it's £100 cash on the door. You don't pay full price. If you want to bring a business partner with you, no problem. We'll also allow that because we want you to get deals. Jennifer's got experience in rent-to-rent. She's got a rent-to-rent properties. She now wants to push into HMOs, should I say. Now wants to push into SA. So good. All right, Vincenzo, let's read your messages. Vincenzo. Come stai bene. Oh, my Lord, look at this. Okay. Can I share this on my screen? No, I better not. Okay, I can show you photos here. That's what Vincenzo's taking on. You should be able to see that. Focus. Vincenzo, well done, mate. New deal. Celebration. That property looks absolutely awesome, buddy. And is that a round bed? Wow. Mate, and look at the garden. Wow. Awesome, buddy. Let me see the floor plan to make sure that obviously you've covered off all the basic credentials. Yes, you have. What is that third room? Is that a third bedroom or? Mate, it's huge. So there's like a study there, but then what's that fourth room? Next to the bathroom, down at the bottom, near off the dining kitchen. Is that like a porch or something? Or no, it looks too big for a porch. Ash, this is a flat we are taking on. I won't say where it is. I'm going to swear, Vincenzo, fucking hard work to get it in. Good boy. Well done. That's what we like to hear. Nothing good comes easy. All right, let's check your numbers. Check your numbers. Okay. Wow. How many apartments are there, man? Storage. It is storage. Okay, good. That's awesome, mate, because you get other apartments around there. That storage is big enough to cover off 3 or 4 apartments. Storage. Okay, let me check this. Good, you hit the grand. Good. And 2,086 a month. That's 85. That's good. That's 75. Awesome. Okay. The only thing I would say, Vincenzo, is your extra person per night is light, buddy. That needs to be more like £49 a night. So if you can change it to that, then it will be it is already a deal, but it'll be a stonking deal. Awesome, buddy. Good due diligence. If you want to know what I'm looking at, this is what I'm looking at. All the due diligence. Good. Excellent, buddy. Now, Vincenzo, how many properties have you had to view and knockbacks to get that property? Because that's awesome. Yeah, good. I like that. As always, the numbers are conservative on our side from Vincenzo. I like that. Just pump in 49 and let me see what it looks like. And then, good, but that's a good starting line. So, Vincenzo, when you get that onto booking.com, wow, that's big. 1,132 square meters. Okay. No, that's got to be square feet. My big friend. Good. It's still big. It's huge. Okay, good. Yeah, good. I have a landlord with one in Romford, one in Luton. So these are deals available. One in Romford, one in Luton. Romford is Jimmy London territory, or Bayo. Bayo's down there too. What properties are they, Ray? Are they 2-bed, 2-bath, or? Because I know that Jimmy won't take anything less. Jimmy sticks to everything that I say gospel. He does not venture out of everything, all the instructions that I give him. This is why Jimmy's now putting in £45,000 a month profit with 31 properties. Okay, so good. So just let me know on those, Ray. Having problems with one of my properties, security management blocked my fob and accusing the Airbnb running that's not allowed in the block. Just elaborate on that for me, mate. The Airbnb running that's not allowed in the block. I kind of understand what you're saying, but just elaborate on that for me, please, buddy. Hard for me to get offers accepted. Now, B, my friend, you've been away. How long have you been away? How long have you been back doing offers? Now, I'm not having a go at you, but I am a bit. You can't just come in, drop a bomb, and then run away. And then come back in 2 months, bang, drop another bomb, run away. Because in those 2 months, everything's cleaned up, gone. They don't even know B anymore. You've got to be consistent. This is why Vincenzo now pulled off one of the most fantastic properties that I've seen in a long time. Awesome stuff. This is why Christine has now got one deal, if not two. And I'm sure they are probably chatting on the phone now because they've gone quiet on here, organising the next deal. Christine's had loads of knockbacks. So please, if you're doing everything as you should, then there is a problem that I need to fix. But if you're coming in bang, 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 and then taking off, that's a problem that you need to fix. I can help you with all the other stuff, no problem. I can help you with your motivation, but I don't suffer fools long, okay? So I'll help anyone who wants to be helped. So B, Goya, buddy, get it happening. Send me the deals that you've made offers on. Tell me what this is the first I've heard from you and that you've had stuff rejected. So you need to be on the ball, bang, bang, bang. Good. Okay, so Claudia will do the designs. I'll send you the pics. Excellent, good stuff. Now, Vincenzo, my friend, I've got a viewing at 11 o'clock this morning. The property has been already pretty much given to me. And it's up in Stamford, which is a nice market town, quite well known and affluent, if you like. And I'm viewing this property at 11. It's going to need a magic touch, I think, of an interior designer. So I'm quite happy to pay you yourself or Claudia, because I know that you guys, obviously both interior designers, you do an awesome deal, and I'm happy to pay for a professional layout, because this one needs to stand out for the rest of this place here, and because there is some competition, and I just need to make sure that we hit the ground running, and it's quaint. and it's like old Tudor style, all beams and all that sort of stuff. But I want it kind of modern inside, but I don't want it to get too modern and lose sight of the actual nice historic, because it is an historic time. It's got a beautiful view as the biggest church in town. There's about 12 churches in town. So back for a month. So B's back for a month. B, you know me and I know you. It's hammer time, buddy. Get out there and smash the crap out of it. Highest update from me. It seems that Henry didn't get the landlord on board. Well, shit, Henry. Okay. No response from the letter. This is a letter direct to the landlord. Excellent. Fantastic, Sam. Okay. Okay. Perhaps it might be that we visit Henry. Because if Henry's on board with helping us get deals for SA, then we need to nurture him and make sure that he understands exactly how we work and what to say to landlords. So we'll do that. Stuart, remind me of the next SA course, please. It's on the 24th of November. Peterborough again. We will make it stunning. There you go, Vincenzo. That's what we like to hear. Your net worth is your network is your net worth. Okay, Ray, if you've got it on Airbnb, you don't need it on Airbnb anyway where you are. So just rip it off Airbnb. What you can do if you're using Tukey is you go into stealth mode. There is a stealth mode that you can use if this is the case that they're making accusations that aren't true. There's a stealth mode on Tukey, and I think it's still available. Pretty sure it is. And you can just basically make Airbnb be available from the hours of, say, 7 o'clock at night until 6 o'clock in the morning. But, I mean, your bookings will all rip through booking.com anyway, the majority of them. Good. Thank you, Vincenzo. Okay, so Romford is a 2-bed, 2-bath. That sounds good, Ray. Christine, are you Romford way? Look at Christine. It's like when it rains, it pours. Because I'm just thinking that this could be 2 deals for you and Sarah, with the one next to you and then this one. And anyone Luton? So Christine, if you're still there and not chatting to Sarah, or Sarah, if you're still there and not chatting to Christine, you're not Romford. Okay, you're not. That's right. South London. If you can send me some photos and stuff for that, please, Ray. Is the Luton one new build or is the Romford one new build? Yeah, I've got someone in Croydon as well. Okay, Christine is fine for Romford, Ray. Send me the details, and just mark on the subject field, Romford, Christine. That would be good. And then we've got a trail. Good. Okay, so not too far from Romford. Okay, so what was this other thing that we just had? I just missed something there. But just give me a call. I've got a viewing at 11. Give me a call about 12 o'clock, mate, and I'll make sure that we get everything fixed for you. Jeff Mosey's in the house. Haven't been to Australia again, have you, mate? Okay, good. Okay, Ash, just to mention, this is Bayo. Hi, Bayo. That Greenwich Council in London has now introduced Article 4 across the entire borough. This used to be a very fertile ground for R2R. HMO, we're talking here, not SA. Just for people to be aware, to avoid taking on a property without being ready to go through planning permission. Well done, Bayo. That's fantastic. Thanks very much for the information. Anyone operating HMOs in Greenwich, it's now Article 4. It doesn't affect us, so etc., etc. Good, fantastic. Good. Omar, how are the viewings going? Lee, how's it going? How are the viewings going? Craig, how are the viewings going? Good. And do we have Mark? Mark. Anyone doing Crystal Palace? We've got access to a good agent who provides SA as well. If anyone wants Crystal Palace in London, it's like a bidding war today, isn't it? Okay, Stuart, you haven't answered me, and it makes me worried. Is that deal done? I know we had a hiccup. We fixed the hiccup. It's all going. Caroline, CP, tell me that. Stuart, tell me that. Interested in CP, tell me that. What that is. What is CP? Oh, Crystal Palace. Good. Stuart, okay, so Ray, if you just send me the Crystal Palace property or the name of the agent and tag Stuart Crystal Palace, please. Okay, so Caroline. Caroline was having some issues with some agents turning her away, saying no corporate let, every agent. So there's an issue there. Obviously, either there's something Caroline's saying, but I don't think there is because she's got it. So we had a similar thing that Stuart did in his area. Stuart then turned around, went to agents and went kind of cloak and dagger, but not really, if you know what I mean. He wasn't, I don't know, what's the word? He wasn't being a bit cheeky, let's say. So it was organising the viewings and not telling them what they were for, whether it was him or whatever company that's, and then building that rapport with the agents and then saying, look, this is actually what we need this for, instead of saying, you know what, this would be good for me, but it's going to be better for our company. And I think that this could suit us nicely for what we do. And just so you know, what we do is blah, blah, blah. Good. Okay. So that worked there, Caroline. So give that a go. Good. Okay, so for those who, so there's another person on here who's as a guest today. So we've actually got two guests today. It's we've done a couple in the past where we've provided monthly payments or part payments, pay now, pay later, whatever, all this sort of stuff. We're not in the assassination business, right? We do everything up front. And with the mentoring, it's the same. So if you want mentoring, you got to pay for it, and you have to pay for it all up front. We don't have these monthly payments and that type of stuff. The reason is we want you to be on a hook, not for a couple of $100. We want you to be on a hook for everything that you've paid in. So then it gives you that energy to spur on. And plus everything that we give you, really, if you think about it, the first 2 months is where you get the most sort of interaction, the most intense training, because we're out with you with agents, we're doing this, we're getting stuff, we're getting you started. Once you have a property, once you got one, you can keep going, and then we're here to help you for the oh shit moments. All right. But the first couple of months, so I'm not going to say sorry, because I'm not sorry. There's enough people out there who want our mentoring, and we still turn lots of people away for mentoring each month simply because we don't have time, and then they are not the right fit. You can hear from here, just from this webinar, you guys are doing extremely well. Even the ones that didn't have deals, and now it's fucking raining, it's pouring. So excellent. Okay, Stuart the bastards. Okay, no problem. Move forward. Right, next one. So basically, it's the 5th of November, Stuart. What does that mean? I set people goals. Who would like me to set them a goal? Anyone want me to set them a goal? Okay, so basically, all of you, I'm going to set you a goal. We are now Monday, the 5th of November. Then we look at the calendar, that would give us 1 week to the 12th, 3 weeks to the 19th. Sorry, 2 weeks to the 19th, 3 weeks to the 26th. Let's face it, right? After the Monday, the 17th of December, people start to go in like no-go zone. Like, it's Christmas. They start spending all the money in this type of thing. Not me, but I've got kids, so it will be when they stop school. That's me in slow Joe. But I have the ability and I have the backup of having that persistent income coming in from this and other businesses. So for those who don't, you have a goal to get by close of play on the 17th. I'm going to write it here. So you have it. Goal and target for all. Close 2 deals by the close of play December 17th. Here's another thing. Whoever closes the first 2 deals and shows me proof, i.e. on Booking.com listing, I will give you 1 big fat bottle of Perignon champagne for Christmas to celebrate. Good. Go get it. Who wants to drink champagne for Christmas? Some really good champagne, Dom Perignon. I remember having a bottle with a curry one day. Tasted just the same. You don't have to have it with caviar or any other bollocks. Okay, it actually tastes better with a curry, believe it or not. Try it. Whoever wins it can try that. So whoever wins that bottle, okay, this is what it's going to be. Whoever wins that bottle of champagne, you will have to send me a photo, either drinking it with a curry, a Chinese meal, Thai takeaway, a curry takeaway, Chinese takeaway. I don't care if it's vegetarian or what. You can have rosé. I don't care. You can have whatever you want, Vincenzo. Or you can eat it with your most favorite Italian meal. Any of those 3. There's going to be a takeaway at home, and you must send me proof of that photo. Yes, I'll give you rosé, whatever you want. Rosé, champagne, you can have bloody normal champagne, whatever you want. In fact, you know what I'll do? I'll double it up. You'll get a bottle of rosé champagne and a bottle of the Stanford color for each deal. You'll get the first one will be a bottle of rosé, the second one will be your normal. So you can have some friends around to eat your food with you. Any kind of deal. It's got to be an SA deal or it can be an HMO deal. No problem whatsoever. Go out and get them. And that starts off as of today, like now, 10, 12 a.m. Monday, firework night. Everyone's going mental. Look, I want that inside. I want it. Good. Go and get it. You are going to get it. You're all going to get it. Go. In fact, I'll tell you what. This is what I'll do. Anyone who comes second place but still gets 2 deals, you'll get a bottle of rosé champagne. The first one gets 2, the second one gets 1. If you're teetotal, name your drink, Bayo. If you want a hamper of food for your family at Christmas, equal to 100 quid, whatever a bottle of rosé champagne is, Dom Perignon, 120, I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, that's what we'll do for you. So if you don't drink, no problem. Good point, Bayo. If you're Italian, you can have Prosecco. No, just joking, Vincenzo. Good. Jeff, if you want a case of beer, make it a beer. Good. Okay, this is fantastic. Good. More deals. Good. Any other questions? So I'll end on this, a little bit of training, if you like, for those who are already smashing the crap out of this. And there are a number of you. So this is a bit of, we talk about the stage 2 mentoring. So Jimmy London has gone to stage 2. He is now purchased, I think 2 might even be 3. Bayo might be able to tell me of this. He has actually purchased properties off the landlords that he's had for the last 2 years. So ones that he's been running as rent to rent, he's now purchased these properties. So he has that. We're meeting up next week or the week after. Ray is a week after, isn't it? Yeah. And we're going to talk about another big deal, hotel deal, and perhaps myself and Emmanuel will get involved in. And we may be looking at other large apart hotels, should I say, that we're looking at where we may invite some of you as crowdfunding, and we will all split the profits, if you like. And I'll get someone to run it, someone experienced in SA who's had at least 20 apartments. They will manage it, and we'll all get the incentive. Now, you might say to yourself, well, how the frickin' hell does that help me? I might only get my grand a month. You know, I should be getting 20 grand a month. Well, listen to this. And let me tell you why I'm thinking this. Is because some of you are new. Some of you have found it hard to get your foot in the door, like Christine. Now she's pushing on the border of bloody 3 deals this week. It could be Christine who gets the champagne. So back to the reason why I'm doing this is because what you can do, and you can be authentic in saying this, is that you get your phone and you say, you get your photos out. Remember, we do this with the photos. You get your photos, go to favorites. We always save in favorites. I'm so shit under pressure. I went like this. So we might look at, you might be showing your photos, etc., going through your photos and, you know, showing them what you do. And then you can show them, for instance, a block, and you say, if they say to you, what experience do you have? Say, well, I'm part of a company that runs this. They say, what's that? Say it's a block of 20 flats, 20 apartments. That, you know, and your name will be listed on there as a director or whatever it might be, or a shareholder. And it's showing social proof of what you do. So we're looking to do that at the moment. We just need to find the right place in the right area. And as you know, I'm very conservative when it comes to picking the right area. So when I pick the area, it's the right area for me and for you. So you can then tell everyone that you're trying to do business with, including investors, that I am part owner or part shareholder or director within a company. We'll work out how we're going to set that up, of an apart hotel of 20 rooms, 20 apartments. You got anything? Sure. And if you start to find other ones, there's no reason why we can't put all of these into the same honeypot and we all become shareholders in a bigger, wider company. We'll do it of a maximum of probably 10 people. But then we have our own crowdfunding and we have our own hotels. What do you want to call it? I don't give a shit. That's, to me, names are not important. It's how much money we bring in. So this is something that we will bring to the table. It's still in planning. It's still working out the fine points and working out or writing down the questions that we think you will have and what investors and what they will have and these people and that type of thing. We already have the company that will have run it in the north. We already have a company that will run it in the south. The company in the north, they already run like 40 apartments. The one in the south, they already run something like 25 or 26. And yes, the person in the north I've mentored, the person in the south I have mentored. So I know exactly how they work because they work exactly like I work. That's how we've mentored them. So they do what we say. So good idea. Yes, good feedback from everyone. Most people anyway. Good. And it will be, I like hands-off shit, right? I've got hands in there. I like hands-off stuff. So we can have people manage it for us, pretty much do everything. And is that passive income? Damn straight. Skippy doodahs. That is pure passive income. We have a meeting once a month to discuss business, how it's going, go through numbers. And every couple of months, we might celebrate our success with mini retirements and have a few hours at a restaurant or a pub or whatever and celebrate. And if you're teetotal or don't drink, then we can bring some Lucozade for you as well, or whatever you prefer, Diet Coke, whatever, or water. Good. Part hotels are usually for buying, right? Not always. In fact, many of the great big hoteliers, they don't own their buildings. They lease them. So that's exactly what we'll be doing. Good. And you can leave it all to our solicitors and lawyers to work out the fine print with these. Don't worry about that. You will all need to, obviously, you will all be shareholders, so you all need to have a vote on what happens. In London, I doubt it will be in London in the first instance. Follow up, yes, definitely. And there will be specific areas in London that we will work. And Sam, it would be your area specifically that we'd look at there as well. The general logistics being your area. Good. Lots of views. I'm in. Okay, good. Like I said, there will be 10 and we will pick you. And it will be the ones, not necessarily with the most deals. It will be the ones who I know who work the hardest and deserve a reward, which is most of you. Good man, Stuart. Good. Try and stop me being part of that. Good. Absolutely. Partnerships, network, net worth, all of that sort of stuff. Collaboration. You got it. All of those things. Good. So, anything else? But yes, sorry, that will only be open to people on here, mentored by us. I'm not going to reward every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the street. No chance. Yeah, no problem. Just give me a call 5 minutes later. Call later after 12, please, mate. That would be good. Talk through that. Good. Just let me check final messages here. Okay. Okay, here we go. 1 second. Last chance to get some questions in, guys. Anyone can ask questions, even the guests. No problem at all. Ray, just after I've got a meeting at 11 and one at 11:15. But after 12:15 will be fine. Listen, if I don't answer, I will call you straight back. So if I don't answer, just send me a text. 5. Three. No, wrong one. Sorry, I'm texting you now. Right, cool. How can I get the details on the deal in Crystal Palace, Ash? Ray will send them to me, and I will forward it on to you. I just want to make sure there's a paper trail, so to speak. And Ray, let me know if you want anything for these deals, finder's fee or anything like that. That'll be good. Okay. Good. Is Tony still here? Tony's here. Good. Okay, so Tony, update for you on the property that we're looking to purchase in Cambridge. Emmanuel and I have put forward, Sarah's seen it as well, put forward an offer, and we've put through 3 variations on the offer, and basically been quite explicit that we don't want to lose this deal, and we are flexible to discuss any creative ideas that the vendor may care to look into. So no problem at all. They offers had to be in by Friday 12 o'clock. We put ours in Thursday. There were no more offers at 4 o'clock on Thursday, which means nothing. So we will hear on Thursday this week about the next steps on that, and it may be that we meet the vendor. So that's a nice little deal that we're looking at. I want Tony to be part of that, because we're looking at stage 2 here with Tony. Obviously, we've got cash flow. We want stage 2 for the long-term wealth, capital growth, and this sort of stuff. So this is what we're doing with Tony at the moment. And we're also obviously doing some of that with Jimmy as well, and others of you here. So just to let you know, if you think, and I know that if you've heard me talk before, you don't think like this, but if you think that you need a lot of money, you need to be rich to make money out of property, then you're thinking wrong. You know this already from rent to rent. You can create cash flows from properties that you don't own. Well, you can also create cash flow from property that you don't own. However, you do control them. Now, I'm going to try and put this as basic as I can for those that don't know, and for those that do think those that think that they do know, because those that think they do know sometimes complicate it too much by calling it a lease option, a delayed completion, or a installments contract, or vendor finance, seller finance, all this sort of crap. Names. They have to have names, because in the legal world they need to be able to define between them. So the hardest thing in property, as you all know, is finding deals. Finding deals that are away from the normal roads that have been practiced by law and accountants and what have you for many years, for tens and hundreds of years, centuries. And the laws don't change that often, which is crazy. And it means that these ideas of how you have to do property are cemented into people's heads. However, there are good solicitors out there. And if you think that all of these ideas and these strategies come from people who run courses, if they tell you they do and they're being created, they are full of shit. Because these practices, these strategies are already in place with lawyers and are being used all over the world and have been for a long, long time. It's just you didn't know about it. So when we look at, let's say, a purchase option, to every man in the street says, oh, it means I've got an option to buy it. Well, kind of does, yeah, but there's more meat in it, on the bone, than that. And a purchase option basically means that you're going to agree to pay a deposit now, which can be as little as £1, make it legally binding. Used to be peppercorns. See how old it is, these strategies? It used to be peppercorns, and some solicitors still call it the peppercorn. So it could be that you pay £1 as a deposit, and you've had to agree this. This is why it's harder to get these deals. You might find the properties, but then it's negotiating the strategy with the person who doesn't understand what the frickin' hell you're talking about. This is where myself and Emmanuel come into play, because we've had lots of these conversations. Emmanuel, many, many more than me, and I'm learning a lot from him as well. And in most cases, it's about what you don't say than what you do. You don't want to confuse someone with a load of shit. Oh, yeah, we do this, and the lawyer will do this, and we'll have this and that, and everything we crossed and teed and dotted and that. And you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? No. So bye-bye. And if somebody doesn't have a clue what you're talking about and doesn't understand, they'll say this. Look, I just want to sell my house for money. That's what they'll say, which means you've lost them. So you're better off trying to perhaps say to them, look, I'm really sorry, I've probably gone a little bit too technical for you. And if you get technical, it's like going to buy a car and the mechanic comes out. Do mechanics sell you cars? No, salespeople do, who don't have a clue what the freaking engine does. If a mechanic came out and said, well, yes, if you buy this in the next 6 months, you're going to need a service. You're going to need to overhaul the back end of the clutch, and the clutch will go into the clutch plate, and then the disengager and the engager, and then the engine, of course. You've got the head and you've got the big bottom, and it's made out of alloy. You're like, fuck off, mate. I just want a car. Oh, yeah, I'll get the salesperson for you. So we are, in effect, if you like, we are salespeople. The lawyers are the mechanics. This is why we don't send lawyers to go and do deals, property deals. We do the deals. Oh, somebody says I'm not a salesperson. Bullshit. You sold yourself to me to get on this program. So you are a salesperson. Yes, you are. You all are. We all are. We all sell ourselves in some way, shape, or form. Think of the work that you do now. You've had to have an interview. You don't sit there and go, oh, I'm really shit at this, mate. I'm crap. No, you tell them what you're good at, the benefits of taking you on board, which is exactly what we do in reverse when we're doing property deals. So anyway, without digressing. So a purchase option, think of it as rent to rent. Except you're not going to you're going to rent the property, if you like. Well, you're going to pay them a set amount of money per month. Let's imagine that's rent, and that could be that you agree to pay their mortgage only, and their mortgage could be £700 a month, and the rent that you get in could be £1,200 a month. So you're paying their mortgage. You might pay another $200 on top as a bit of spending money for them, but you're taking this property over. Properties are in negative equity are great to take on, because people get they get really, they shit. They can't sell the property, so they need to do something, need to get out of the house. They can't afford to stay there, whether it's council tax or whatever, I don't know. There's loads of reasons, divorce. They have to be motivated sellers. So you're going to pay rent, but it could be that you're paying their mortgage. So think of it like that, and then getting it back to rent, because all of these are very similar to rent in the way the mechanics work. So we're going to rent the property, we pay the deposit, but you might not pay your full deposit, you might just pay £1. So your deposits might actually be lower. So you're taking on a property here, you got the property, you pay them a deposit of £1, or it could be 10 grand or 15 grand or 20 grand, depends what they're looking for and what you can negotiate. If you say to yourself, you haven't got the money, come to me, we'll find the money for the right bloody deal. And we'll find it like that, believe me. And you take the property on, and then you get a tenant in there, or you put SA in it, service accommodation. You run it as service accommodation. You then have a rent-to-rent property, if you like, with the added benefit is that you have the chance to buy that property in the future if you choose to. You don't have to. You are not obligated to buy that property. However, the seller is. And in 5 years' time, looking at the marketplace, and with Brexit bringing properties down, let's hope that there is a no Brexit deal. Let's hope and pray there's a no Brexit deal, because it will bring property prices down, because people get shit, they're not going to get rid of it. And then that's when we snap and buy, and then it brings up all of these opportunities of motivated sellers. This is what we like. Without being a vulture and worried about people out there, we strike an opportunity. These type of people who are selling these properties, they strike an opportunity when everyone else is going, yeah, it's fantastic. We strike when everyone's going, oh shit, it's crap. So you take these properties on, and in 5 years' time, if it's worth 100,000 now, it could be worth 150,000. So that means that when you take that property on, no deposit, deal. You can actually get paid to buy that property. It's as simple as that. Don't worry about the mechanics. You're not a mechanic. The lawyers do that shit, and we have the lawyers in place. In fact, on Wednesday, Emmanuel and I are having lunch with 10 people, two of which are two of the highest paid because they are the best property lawyers in the whole of London and part of the UK. We're having lunch with them. We also got Brett Allegra Wood coming, who does multinational. He's got like 2,000 apartments in London, and you name it. He's looking. This is where some of the stuff comes, where he's looking to give us some service accommodation apartments, where we can now put the strategy together. Everyone win deal. So, and then you'll have a lease option, which is it's a similar thing. So a lease option, it's you're paying a deposit, you're taking a rental income, the person moves out, and etc. And you've got in 5 years' time or 10 or whatever, you can then buy the property. A delayed completion is the same thing, except you delay completion for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever you need. Now, when it comes to delayed completions, and we talk about the general society understanding, you have to exchange and then you have to complete on your property and you've got to sell. Well, sorry about the northern accent. I don't know why I did that. But you will exchange contract, solicitor, there you go, with a delayed completion of 5 years, 10 years, whatever. And you have the clauses written there, no obligation to buy, but you have an obligation to sell after 5 years and up to 10. That's the mechanics that you don't have to worry about. This is how people make money in property. They don't save up and go, oh, I've got some cash here. Can you give me a property, sir? Yeah, sure. Now I've got no cash. Right, in 5 years' time, I've got some more cash here. Can I have another house? Right, I've got two in 5 years. Well, it's 10 years probably. 15 years, I've been doing this. I've got 3 houses. That's not how you make money, create wealth from property. Those 3 basic, and they are basic, strategies that I just told you about, which all pretty much do the same bloody thing. And it's partly vendor finance and what have you, assisted sales, whatever you want to call it. People put together bloody 4-day courses to teach this crap. You don't need it. So what you do need help in is finding the deals and executing the deals so that you close them. That's where we help. So when you get to that stage, let us know. You're already at that stage, but when you get the balls to go out and do it, or the heart to take action, you're seeing agents all the time. Why not drop it in? Good. I'm done. Thank you. You're a source of wisdom too, Vincenzo, in a different field, and that will come in handy as we go along. Biggest tourist hotspots in the UK, Notting Hill, Kensington, the biggest tourist hotspots in the UK. Absolutely 100%. We cover central London. Yeah, your area is perfect as well, buddy. When did you get involved in any deals I may have? Ash, would you get involved in any deals I may have? Absolutely. It was definitely Vincenzo with your deals, definitely. We do have preferences at the moment, what we're working on, obviously, from what we said. As usual, thank you, Ash. No problem, B. Get out there, sunshine. Good. Okay. Let's ping it off there. I need to go to a viewing and have to get dressed appropriately. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Ash. You gave me a reason to keep standing. We talked about remembering about your why. Absolutely. Just get out and keep doing it, dudes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all, too, for taking up an hour and 10 minutes of your time to spend with me. And for those after 12, I'll chat to you then. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We had loads of people on this call, so it's good. Good to see. So if anyone wants a refresher, in November, let me know. God bless you too. If anyone wants a refresher in November, it's 100 quid on the door, cash. Bring a friend if you like. As always, provide lunch, drinks, and all that type of stuff. And after hours, frivolity, or a drink afterwards, after the course, because I need it, don't I? Because it tires me out. All right, well done, Truce. And for those who've got deals, well done. And for those who are getting towards winning those 2 bottles of champagne, or even a bottle of champagne becoming 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, whatever, and have an awesome Christmas. And B, if it's you, my buddy, whatever you want to the same value. November 24th, B, and Bayo, you don't drink, so if you want a hamper for the family for Christmas, let me know. Anything that you want. Take care. There may even be a special bonus, because if we get so many deals, I'm going to have to look after you guys. All right, take care. All the best. Where's my off button? There it is. No, it's not.